So you're listening because you want to build a SaaS sales funnel, maybe right from scratch.
Yeah, it's a smart move. Essential, really.
Definitely. In today's market, you can't just, hope customers stumble upon you.
No way. Too competitive. You need a system, like you said, a reliable map to guide them.
And that's exactly what we're going to dive into today.
Absolutely. Think of the SaaS world as this massive, bustling city.
Okay.
Without a clear sales funnel, you're basically just shouting into the noise.
Right.
So our goal here is to give you that blueprint, help you build the roads that lead people straight to your door.
Understanding every stage, the strategies, how to actually turn interest into, well, revenue.
Precisely.
Okay, so let's define terms. A SaaS sales funnel, what are we actually talking about? What does it look like?
Good question. At its core, it's a really carefully designed system, often digital, uses a lot of automation.
Right.
And its whole job is to take someone from, say, not even knowing you exist, all the way to becoming a loyal, paying customer.
So it's about the journey, the
Yeah.
touch points.
Exactly. The right content, the right interaction at the right time. And CRMs, customer relationship management systems, they're kind of the command center for all this.
Keeping track of everything.
Yeah, tracking every interaction so you can see what's working, what's maybe not working so well. It's like the nervous system for your sales.
Got it. So it's not just one step, then another. It's phases, right? Different stages.
Exactly right. We usually break it down into three main stages. There's the top of the funnel, TOFU.
TOFU. Okay.
Middle of the funnel, MOFU.
And bottom of the funnel, BOFU.
TOFU, MOFU, BOFU.
Okay, sure.
Huh, yeah. And what's really key is that each stage isn't just a different step in the process. It's about talking to people who have a completely different level of understanding about their needs, about potential solutions.
Their buying intent is different.
Totally different buying intent. Yeah.
Okay, let's start right at the top then. TOFU. What's the main aim here?
So top of the funnel, you're thinking broad. It's about reaching as much of your potential market, your total addressable market as possible.
And these people, they might not even know they have a problem.
Exactly. Or maybe they know they have a problem, but they haven't started looking for solutions yet. And they're definitely not thinking about your specific product.
Okay, so the job is just to spark awareness, get on their radar somehow.
Precisely. Your marketing team, you need to become like a trusted guide.
How?
Well, by highlighting the common challenges in their industry, explaining the impact of those challenges, and then subtly introducing the idea that, hey, solutions exist.
So content is key here.
Huge. Think about content that answers those initial questions, the stuff they might be typing into Google.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, so Gong Labs, right? They publish all this great data-backed research on sales tactics.
Ah, yeah, I've seen that.
They're not pushing their software immediately. They're building credibility first, becoming a go-to resource.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or engaging YouTube videos, offering valuable insights. Think Salesforce's channel, lots of diverse content capturing a wide audience. And then there were lead magnets. Valuable resources like ebooks, industry reports. HubSpot and Sprout Social do a ton of this stuff.
You give something away for free, basically.
Yeah, provide value up front. No strings attached, really, just to build that initial connection, capture their interest.
Okay, so we've sparked their interest. They're starting to realize, maybe I do need something. They move into the middle, MOFU.
Exactly. Middle of the funnel. Now they're actively researching. They know they have a problem, and they're looking at different ways to solve it.
Which means they're looking at competitors, too.
Oh, absolutely. Competitors may be building something themselves, or even just sticking with the status quo, even if it's not great.
So our approach has to change then. We're not just educating broadly anymore.
Right. Now you need to persuade them that your product is the best choice for their specific situation.
More targeted.
Much more targeted. You need to show how your solution uniquely solves their pain points and, importantly, does it better than the alternatives they're considering.
And this is where things like case studies come in.
Bingo. Case studies are incredibly powerful here. Think about DataBox. They have those great titles highlighting actual results.
Right, measurable stuff.
Yeah. Or Heap. They use storytelling really well to connect the problem and their solution in a way people can relate to.
What else works well in MOFU?
Webinars are big. Drift does a lot of engaging webinars, helps build trust, shows off expertise, and, of course, demos. Impactful demos.
Showing, not just telling.
Exactly. Your chance to really demonstrate how the product works and how it solves their specific needs.
You mentioned interactive product experiences earlier, too. How do they fit?
Yeah, those are becoming really important. Offering interactive demos right on your website or maybe on review sites like G2.
Like CleverTap does with Storylane on G2.
Precisely that example. It lets potential buyers who are actively comparing options get a real hands-on feel for the software.
Without having to commit to a full sales call yet.
Right. Less friction. It bridges that gap between just reading about it and actually experiencing the value.
And the sales team's role here in MOFU.
Crucial. They need to connect with these more engaged leads, ask really insightful questions to understand their challenges deeply, and then qualify them for a more in-depth personalized demo if it seems like a good fit.
Okay, makes sense. So they've considered options, maybe had a demo, now we're at the bottom. BOFU, this is crunch time, right? Decision time.
Exactly. BOFU, bottom of the funnel. The goal here is simple. Get them to convert, become paying customers.
So we need to give them that final nudge, address any last-minute objections?
Yep. They're problem aware, they're solution aware, but they might still be weighing, maybe one or two final options or have some lingering questions.
What kind of content or tactics work best here?
Okay, think clear, transparent pricing pages, maybe even comparison charts showing different plans.
Makes it easy to choose.
Right. Personalized product demos are still key, but now they need to be super tailored to the specific use cases and concerns of everyone involved in the decision.
Tools like Storylane can help with that personalization, yeah.
Definitely. They make it easier to create those tailored experiences quickly. Customer testimonials, success stories, huge for social proof at this stage.
Builds confidence.
Absolutely. If you have a free trial or freemium, the onboarding process itself is part of BOFU.
Yeah.
Make it seamless, supportive, show the value quickly to encourage that upgrade.
What about comparison articles, like directly comparing yourself to a competitor?
Can be very effective, yeah.
Yeah.
If done honestly, highlighting your strengths for specific use cases. Storylane versus Walnut is an example mentioned.
And paid ads. Still relevant here.
Oh yeah, highly targeted paid social ads, like Shopify does, driving people who are clearly interested straight to a sign-up form. Very bottom of funnel tactic.
And always, the call to action.
Always. A clear, strong CTA. Make it obvious what the next step is.
Yeah.
Super easy to take it. Finalize that purchase.
Okay, great overview of the stages. Now let's get practical. The guide lays out steps for actually building this funnel. Step 1, define your audience, gather insights on behavior. Why start there?
Because it's the foundation. Everything else rests on this. Think of it like the sales team's version of a marketing persona, but maybe even deeper.
How so?
You need to really analyze your best existing customers. Who are they? Demographics, job titles, sure, but critically.
Yeah.
What specific problems were they trying to solve when they found you? What were their biggest pain points?
So looking at who's already successful with your product.
Exactly. But then you need to layer on behavioral insights. And this is where talking to your sales reps is gold.
What do they bring to the table?
They're on the front lines. They hear directly from prospects. What questions come up constantly? What features get people excited? What makes them hesitate or back away?
Ah, so it's combining the data, who buys, who stays, with that qualitative feedback.
Precisely. You use sales data to see who's profitable, who sticks around. Then you use the sales team's insights to understand the why behind it, their pain points, how they see your solution fitting in or not fitting in.
And this refined understanding helps with everything else.
Everything. The content you create, the channels you use, even product development. If sales hears prospects aren't seeing relevant use cases, boom, you need more targeted case studies.
Or if they find customers love an unexpected benefit.
Highlight it on your homepage. Add it to your messaging. If reps report people dropping off because of a specific feature gap, that's crucial feedback for the product team. It's a continuous loop.
Got it. Okay, step 2. Decide how to actually attract these leads you've just defined.
Right. Attraction. This is where that content creation really kicks in, tailored to each funnel stage. But initially, you often need a lead magnet.
Something valuable to offer in exchange for contact info.
Exactly. Low commitment, high value. We mentioned things like case studies, ebooks, webinars, maybe free templates.
Right.
Or even a freemium plan or a free trial can act as a lead magnet.
Get them to raise their hand.
Yep. Offer enough value that they're willing to take that first step. And once they do, you need solid landing pages to send them to.
What makes a good landing page?
Clarity is key. It needs to clearly explain the benefits of your product, what makes your company unique, and have a really compelling call to action. What do you want them to do next?
Download the thing, sign up, request a demo.
Whatever that next logical step is. And make it obvious.
And the guide mentioned putting interactive demos on these landing pages too.
Yeah, that's a powerful tactic. Your landing page is prime real estate. An interactive demo, maybe using something like Storylane, lets them experience the product right then and there.
See the value immediately.
Exactly. Without waiting for a sales rep or going through setup, you can place it before the form, after the form. Depends on your strategy. Ignition's landing page was mentioned as a good example.
Makes sense. And there was a pro tip in here about traffic quality.
Oh, super important. Pro tip. Focus on high-quality traffic. It's not just about volume.
Meaning people who are actually likely to buy?
Right. People who are genuinely interested, fit your ideal profile, and frankly, can afford your solution.
How do you ensure that?
You analyze where your target audience actually spends their time online. What communities are they in? What sites do they visit? Then run targeted campaigns specifically on those platforms. Don't just spray and pray.
Okay, target the right people on the right channels. Step 3, nurturing these leads. We've got their contact info, now what?
Now the real relationship building starts.
Yeah.
Nurturing. It's not just sending one follow-up email and hoping for the best.
It's a process.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's about continuing to educate them, building that trust we talked about, and gently guiding them towards seeing your product as the perfect fit.
And both marketing and sales are involved here?
Absolutely. They run personalized nurture campaigns. Maybe leads that look like a perfect fit, high intent, go straight to sales for personal outreach.
Okay.
Whereas leads who showed maybe lower intent, downloaded an ebook, perhaps might go into an automated email sequence first.
Designed to warm them up over time.
Exactly. Nurture their interest gradually.
So what are some really effective nurturing tactics? What actually works?
Well, high-quality content is still paramount. Keep providing value. Webinars, videos, insightful blog posts. Position yourself as a thought leader.
Builds credibility.
Definitely. Email sequences are obviously huge here. Prospecting emails with maybe new offers, relevant content, discounts. Keeps you top of mind, builds pipeline.
What about demos again?
Personalized demos, yeah.
Huh?
Especially using tools like Storylane that can pull CRM data to automatically tailor the demo experience. Makes it feel really relevant.
And retargeting.
Big one. Using ads on social media or other sites to re-engage people who've interacted with you before.
Like someone visited the pricing page but didn't sign up.
Perfect example. You could retarget them with a reminder about the free trial or maybe a special offer. Works for both high and low intent prospects, just different messaging.
Seems like nurturing takes time, though.
It does. Patience, consistency, and always providing genuine value. That's the key.
Okay, step 4. We've nurtured them, built trust. Now we plan to actually convert them. What does a solid BOFU conversion plan include?
Right, conversion. By now, if nurturing work, they should know your product pretty well, understand the value. So it's about removing those last barriers.
Making it easy to say yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Key elements. First, clear pricing plans, tailored to different needs, different budgets. Offer options.
Make sense?
Second, sales enablement collateral for your team. Give them the tools they need to close.
Like what?
Playbooks, FAQs, onboarding kits, detailed guides, white papers, those powerful case studies again. Make sure they have answers of proof points ready.
And the demos at this stage. Still important.
Critical. Personalized interactive demos are absolutely essential in SaaS, especially here at the bottom.
Still using tools like Storylane for that.
Yeah, makes it easy for sales to create those tailored demos quickly, focusing on the prospect's specific needs without needing a developer.
Okay. What else for the BOFU plan?
Negotiation. Be ready for it. Prospects might have specific requests, need some flexibility on terms or pricing. Being prepared to find a win-win is key to getting the deal done.
All right, deal closed. We made the sale, but the guide says we're not done. Step 5, customer success plan. Why is this a step in the sales funnel building process?
Because the sale isn't the end goal, really. Long-term success is. A strong customer success plan is vital for growth.
How so?
It's about keeping customers happy after they buy, fostering loyalty, reducing churn that's huge in SaaS. Happy customers stick around, they upgrade, and they tell others.
Word of mouth marketing.
The best kind. So good things to do. Personalized welcome emails with all the essential info, tailored onboarding, maybe product tours, one-on-one help.
Make them feel supported.
Exactly. Offer easy-to-access support options. And proactively ask for feedback and reviews. Show you care, learn how to improve. Happy, successful customers are your foundation.
Okay, solid plan. Final piece, tracking effectiveness. We need to know if this whole funnel is actually working, right?
Absolutely. You have to track your key performance indicators, your KPIs. Otherwise, you're flying blind.
What are the most important ones to watch?
You need to look closely at specific conversion rates between stages. Like, what percentage of leads start a trial?
Lead to trial rate.
A percentage of demo attendees convert to trial, demo to trial. And crucially, trial to paid conversion rate. How many trial users become paying customers?
The money metric.
Pretty much. But also look at overall revenue growth, obviously. Customer churn rate, how many customers are you losing?
Lower is better there.
Definitely. Customer lifetime value, or LTV, customer acquisition cost, CACus. Sales velocity, how fast are deals moving? And of course, MRR and ARR monthly and annual recurring revenue.
Lots to track. The guide also mentions some expert best practices here.
Yeah, a couple of good ones. Trevor Longino from Crowd Tamers really stressed implementing multi-touch attribution.
What's that again?
It's about understanding that people rarely just see one ad and buy. They interact with lots of things. Blogs, ads, webinars, demos.
Multiple touch points.
Right. Multi-touch attribution helps you figure out the impact of each of those touch points so you know what's really driving the final sale. Helps you allocate budget smarter.
Okay, see the whole journey.
Yeah. And Vladislav Podolyako from Folderly had a great point about keeping the bigger picture in mind.
Which is?
Don't just optimize a single step in the funnel if it doesn't lead to more actual sales. The fundamental goal is revenue growth.
Avoid vanity metrics.
Exactly. He warned against focusing only on things like, say, getting tons of signups for a crazy offer. His example was like a 100-year free subscription.
Okay.
If those signups never actually convert to real paying customers down the line, focus on what impacts the bottom line.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
These examples of actual companies really help too.
Yeah.
Let's quickly touch on GetResponse. How do they do it?
GetResponse uses a few angles for attraction free plans, educational guides, affiliate programs.
Okay.
Their conversion strategy is neat. They give free plan users a 30-day trial of premium features. When it ends, you either pay up or go back to the limited free version.
Creates an incentive to upgrade.
Yeah, you've experienced the good stuff, now you don't want to lose it.
Smart. What about ConvertKit? They're big with creators, right?
Yeah, and their approach feels very community and education focused. Lots of blogs, podcasts, their creator university.
Building authority?
Totally. Plus an affiliate program using trusted creators, frequent webinars, and they even have certified experts to guide people. Lots of nurturing and support.
Cool. And finally, Apploye the remote monitoring software.
Their angle seems to be useful content around productivity to attract people. Then they offer a 10-day free trial.
Standard enough.
But what they emphasize is human interaction during that trial. Their support team actively engages, understands needs, offers personalized solutions.
Adding that human touch.
Yeah, building connection to boost conversion. Different approaches, but all focused on guiding people through that funnel.
This has been super insightful, really breaking down how to build this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like Vladislav Podolyako said, it's about finding those critical steps that actually lead to conversion and building around them. Treat it like a tale of trials and triumphs.
Meaning?
Document what you try, track the results, learn constantly. It's a dynamic thing, always evolving.
And the big takeaway seems to be tailoring that message, that content, to where someone is in their journey. Get that right, and it makes a huge difference.
Huge difference to your customer acquisition rate, your costs,
Yeah.
everything.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening, thinking about all this. What's maybe one immediate change, one concrete action you could take right now to improve your own SaaS sales funnel?
Good question to ponder. Even a small tweak can have ripple effects.
And definitely check out the resources we mentioned: Gong Labs, Salesforce on YouTube, HubSpot, Sprout Social, Databox, Heap, Drift, CleverTap, Storylane, Ignition. Lots of great examples out there.
Loads to learn from.
Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.
My pleasure. It was great discussing it.